Gypsy Mermaid back with part 2. Now I'm going to just call this the leftover slow cooker deal, because it's like a sort of stew you're making. So anyway, first part we saw what we were doing, and now we're doing, everything has been diced up and is in little bite-sized pieces. We've got some leftovers. We've got, this is a rotisserie chicken. It's all sort of been, no bones. Bones have been taken out. We've got some bacon that's been chopped up. It's raw. Potatoes diced up in nice little bite-sized pieces. Onions, cream mushroom soup, pea pod snow peas here. This is a leftover mashed potato. Now, you can throw that in. That's going to act, obviously it's already cooked. Haha, it's going to act as a thickening agent when it's inside the stew in the slow cooker. So you can use up your leftovers and still get use out of them, because they're going to, you know, thicken it up and make it nice and taste delicious. Okay, so nice carrots and some mushrooms that have been diced up. This is actually a salad that I did yesterday. This is avocado and tomato with a little bit of feta cheese and a little bit of seasoning. So with leftover slow cooker majiggy, everything is going to add to the flavor, and it's going to all turn into a nice thick stew, and it's going to be so tasty. What I have noticed with small children, cooking for small children that is, they like to be able to identify what they're eating. So if you have small baby carrots, for instance, it's good to, they're small enough. You can leave them in a nice bite-sized piece, but they're going to know this is a carrot. They're going to know this is a mushroom. They're going to understand this one. They'll understand potato and bits and pieces. And all the other stuff is going to be so small, they're not going to be able to figure it out, but it's going to taste good, and it's going to be part of the sauce, as it were, in the background. So that's the key. Alright, so what we're going to do here is basically we're just going to dump all this stuff into said crock pot. Okay, which is, I have had it on preheating, so it's nice and warm. Ah, steam. Okay, so we're just going to basically dump everything in here. Wow, there's potatoes. Yum. And the key to this is clean as you go. Clean as you go. Compost whenever possible, which we are doing. And here in Nanaimo, actually, they have a fantastic composting program where they provide you with bins and all sorts of stuff, and you just sort of put all your stuff in the compost majig and curbside. Fantastic. No fuss, no muss. Alright, so back to this. We're going to put in all the hard stuff on the bottom here. Clean that later. La la la. Throw in the chicken. Whoa, chicken. So much chicken. La la la. Wing. We'll throw in the bacon. Blorf. Just like that. Just bung it in. Here comes the mushrooms. This is going to be enough food now, I would say, for this family. And you can freeze it and you know, heat it up later again. But it's going to be a lot of food here for, you know, either a lot of people all at once or over a number of days for sure. And again, throw it in the freezer. Oh, instant food. Okay, onions. These containers are handy Jim dandy, I'll tell you what. They make everything so much easier. Measuring, etc. Okay, bunging in some peas. I'm going to bung in the avocado and tomato with a little bit of feta. That is going to make a yummy, yummy flavor in the background. I know, because I made it yesterday. It was very yummy then. Okay, and I'm just going to put the camera down here for a sec, because I need to do two things at once. So we'll just put that there. And we're going to put the potatoes in. These are the mashed potatoes that were from dinner the other night kind of thing. I opted to save the chicken for potentially finicky children eating down the road, if that's necessary. But for the mashed potato part, we can just throw that all in there for sure. There's a little bit of cauliflower, a little bit of broccoli in there, and that's okay. You can actually add more to that if you want to, but that's all good. And then I'm just going to take the cream mushroom soup and blancify that all. Whoa! Slip a second. I'm going to put two tins in, because there's, as you can see, a lot of food in here. So there's one, blanc, there goes two. That is a full slow cooker, holy guacamole. Okay, so now what we're going to do is give it a little moofy stir, okay, because there's a lot of goo in there. Holy goo-rama. Just to separate things like, you know, the mashed potatoes and stuff. And then you need, what the key to a slow cook is you need to have water. So what I've got here, it can't just be food because that's not going to work. You need to put in a whole whack of water. That is the key to keeping things from burning and sticking and, you know, proper cooking. So that's, there you go, like an old spaghetti jar full of water. And this stirring thing doesn't stir so good, so I'm going to find something else to stir with. Something to stir with Kate. If I were Kate, as I'm in her kitchen, where would I find a stirry thing? Ah! Stirry thing. Alright, so we're just going to give this a little stir so that everything in there, whoops, there you go. See there's water down there now? That is cool, that is key. And this will, of course, do its thing now. I'm just going to put the lid on it and let it be. And it will be a delicious chicken, mushroom, creamy stew with all kinds of yummy goodness in there. And, oh, I think I might add a little bit. I'm going to add another jar of water because there's not enough water in there. See, it's the water. Water is the key element here. So, filling up with water. A lot of good. And we'll just put that water in there. There, now you can see the water comes up to the level on the side, even if I give it a little stir here. There. Now we've got enough water in there to make the gravy that will cook things like the potatoes and the carrots that are root vegetables that need the most cooking. And definitely there will be enough heat in here. After a number of hours, it will be all bubbly and delicious. So on the next segment, it will be ready. That's it, washing hands and cleaning dishes as we go. And now my hand is wet. Okay, so there you go. There's part 2, looking for part 3. It will be basically ready, but that's all you need to do. Just throw it all in the pot, put the lid on it. Whoop. There we go. And call her done. It's done. Just let it be. Do, 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 do. All is good.